Zachariah has reunited Scotland, and Wales was discovered, just at the end of the last episode, to have broken away from the kingdom of Wessex. Divide and conquer indeed. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Crusader Kings III in our Empire of Albion series. So, we have our armies down here, still separated because we had a besieging army, but we need to finally start pushing back against the Flemish conquest that's happening in the north. The faction targeting you has disbanded. Thankfully, all of our current factions are too weak to send an ultimatum. Let me go ahead. One thing I can do now is ransom. I can ransom a ton of people. So remember that we can use a hook to gain money from certain people. Now, most of these characters interesting. If I released them, I'm going to go through them one at a time, but if I released them one at a time and just sort of decided, I'll let you go, but so that I will be able to manipulate you in some way, kind of keep you on a short leash. Okay, you we will take gold for. I just kind of feel like that line of thinking is going to be beneficial. Okay, so a few characters are currently still thinking. Bjorn. Yeah, so we can only send an offer to one character at a time. So we have to basically send these to the liege of these characters, the direct liege. We have a couple of prisoners that we can, or a couple of vassals that we can imprison as well. The ones that escaped, I believe, during the last episode. Your sister, Margaret Ailpin, who's now 16, can marry. Okay, so we can arrange an alliance here. Let's see if there's one. Let's have Fruilai. He's quite young, though, so she'd be waiting a while. Let's just, yeah, let's select that. And would they accept? No, they would not accept a matrilineal marriage. All right, send proposal. Another ally wouldn't hurt, just to make sure you know that we have some appearance of strength. Oh, actually, I didn't realize that I hadn't sent the raiding army. Yeah, let's send them back to Lothian, which for some reason they're going to embark to go that way. Let's not do that. All right, so we've gained a favor hook on the Earl. See, that's incredibly rude. You see what I just tried to do there? I was trying to keep the Earl selected while giving that order, and now I'll have to find him the other way. 1 second. Earl Orvar, here he is. So we could revoke his title. We could also modify his contract. He's still imprisoned somehow. So we could demand his conversion. It's interesting because we have a hook on him now. This feels a bit like a bug. Let's demand his conversion. Okay. That betrothal was accepted. All right, he's converted to Catholicism. He is not happy about it. But as that opinion penalty goes away, which will take about 20 years, might get a little bit easier for him to stomach. Now, as you can see here, I have to once again give a special order. Classic Paradox games throwing 5 things at you at once and making you repeat actions. So we can demand payment from him as well, which is hilarious to me. So not only did we just demand his conversion, but we can use the hook. Oh, we're generous, so we would actually gain a lot of stress from that. That's a shame. Okay, well, hang on. We have more prisoners that we can ransom anyway. It doesn't matter. I'm probably going to be good on money. And we can still change his contract, by the way. I don't know. I might want to wait until I'm less stressed out. I don't have an option because of just... I haven't gained one. I don't have an animal right now. There are things like... He has a lover who's also a friend, his wife. And that is useful for reducing stress, but it's event-based. We can't click on a button and say, hey, reduce stress. My spy master has come to me with grave news. While we do not yet know who, someone is plotting to kill my cousin, Selblaith. We must stop the villain behind this. Or stop the villain behind this. Words. Almost up to 200 gold. I've been hosting your Chancellor, Banwarmare Satak, for several weeks, and she has helped me truly see the splendor of the realm under your rule. I am nothing less than honored to serve as your vassal. I am blessed to have such grateful servants. Picking up the paddled swords for a sparring match. By the way, the armies are still marching up this direction to actually push back against this war. It's just lots of events popping up. I noticed a tattered journal on a sideboard. From the cover, it seems to contain exercises and best practices pertaining to the martial arts. Antoninus glances in my direction. Oh, that thing. I mostly read it for the illustrations. You can borrow it. I'm going to go ahead and say intriguing. This will increase my martial by 1 permanently, which is a pretty nice little win. Shadow of Fame, Zenith. I don't know if Donald got this far. Today I woke up with a crushing thought. Despite years of efforts, my life's achievements still pale compared to my great father. Are you freaking kidding me? You've united Scotland again. What are you talking about? I've pushed myself, yet I'm still unable to escape the long shadow of his fame. Is this a curse that every father brings upon his children? Are we all born into a feudal race against the giants of the past? You gain 89 stress because you're ambitious. Okay, so this is helping me gain prestige. That's the benefit of these. Just to be clear on what's happening here. Every time one of these events pops, the monthly prestige penalty temporarily increases while we have this particular Shadow of Fame trait applied to us. But, like, I'm sorry, these words don't apply to what is happening with Zachariah right now, and that's frustrating to me. You gain 89 stress because you're ambitious. Okay, well, gain to stress level. There we go. So we're now at level 2 stress because of these events. Mental break, boiling anger. You might be a duke, but you're also a cowardly bempet. I hesitate as soon as I see the look on my vassal's face, but I just feel so angry all the time and everyone courts my wrath. My liege, what is the meaning of this behavior? Tell me, how would you respond to such an attack? So he would gain opinion, we'd lose 32 stress. Yep, okay. Okay. We're going to try and attack the Flemish invaders. Thankfully, it looks like some allies are showing up in the nick of time. Victory. Nice. All right, so that's the end of the other wars that we've been involved in during the chaos of the last few episodes. And now it's just a matter of winning back some of the territory that's been taken, which we'll do a little bit at a time. Let's take this army here and send them to... what would be the safest spot? You can go up there and keep an eye on them. Do we have a warlike court right now? We do. We have a warlike court. Nice. We could also have an administrative court, but right now it makes sense to have a warlike court. By the way, have you noticed that Scottish culture still hasn't popped, which is in line with kind of what we expected, that it would be like around 1000, 1050, somewhere when around that year when Scottish culture emerged. And to think I was going to wait to really declare myself like King of Scotland, at least in a, like, I don't know. As far as the thumbnail's concerned. My spy master has come to me with grave news. It is Captain Cosner of Bodyguards of Gwendolyn that is plotting against my cousin, Banwarmare Selblaith, the worthless fiend. There's a foreign ruler. What does he have against Selblade? Salt in the wound. While I was at the market with Harrogate, her attention was caught by a criminal chained in the pillory. Harrogate watched him for a while. When he did nothing but cough and beg for water, Harrogate rolled her eyes and kept on walking. So she's become callous. She's already generous and rowdy, but she's now become callous. And this is unfortunate timing, because I'm going to have to go with this. I don't want to raise his stress level anymore. We can make her compassionate or arrogant. So we can make her compassionate instead, but let's say callous. A criminal deserves nothing but disdain from you. It's a shame not to be able to teach her a better lesson, but it is what it is. Okay, so this is the besieging army, and it looks like without them, we might not be able to siege this down as quickly as possible. Golden Child. One morning, as I am getting ready to face the day, my son Antoninus approaches me. Father, we found this while exploring the northern tower yesterday. You should have it. He hands over a small tattered coin pouch. It makes a jingling sound. 60 gold. Thanks, kid. You're awesome. Holy crap. All right, so now we can actually siege that down relatively quickly. So I'm going to have to keep those armies together. That's unfortunate, but we'll make do. Outer Hebrides is under siege. We'll intercept them momentarily. Our allies are already helping me regain territory, so this should be over pretty quick. Well, the war score is currently pretty far in the hole, but we can turn that around fast, especially once this 2,000 strong stack dies. So we'll give them a second. Oh, God. I really wish there was a way. I really wish there was a way to say, guys, I've got this. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't all march to join me in battle. But there's not. There's not. There's just not a way. It's unfortunate. Because it would be really nice. Alright, so this is going to end pretty easily. Questions of punishment. My son Antoninus came to me complaining about Celerade bullying him. He started asking how to get someone hanged if he felt like they should be. Damn it! This is the wrong time for all the kids to have, like... And these are terrible choices, too, because now he's going to be arbitrary. Right after he showed how awesome he is a moment ago, he's going to be arbitrary. We don't want the line to continue to be arbitrary like the last 3 kings were. There's also craven or lazy, but those are worse. I'd rather have arbitrary than craven or lazy. Your will is the only law that matters. Plus, that's the least stressful option. Damn it. Okay, there's that. Did we lose? There's no way. There's no way we lost that. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Oh my god. The icons were making it look like that was or their army standing firm. I was about to lose my mind. Holy crap. That wouldn't have made any sense whatsoever. Although, if you show up, like, it's happened a few times in the series so far. If you show up early to a fight, and, like, your allies, like, the main bulk of your force is still behind you, and the momentum of the battle gets going really badly in the wrong direction, even a bunch of allies showing up will not always save it. It's really interesting how the battle system can work out in CK3. Earl Oswin has approached me claiming he has discovered who is behind the murder of my father, King Ectogern. He has offered to provide me with everything he knows, including names and evidence, in exchange for a lump sum of gold. I mean, I kind of already know. It's not known to the world, but it's known to us as the viewers of this story. That's interesting, because we were playing as that character when he was murdered. Sure, I must know the truth. After examining the documents I received from Earl Oswin, it becomes clear Duke Leolfhelm is the murderer of my father, King Ectogern, that conniving wretch. Okay. So we have a strong hook. Or we can gain a strong hook, because we can reveal that he murdered my dad. We can challenge for artifact. Man, I even reduced your taxes, because I forgot who you were for a second. My focus has been on actually, like, really we have raiders attacking right now. Ugh. Okay. Well, maybe we can fend off the raiders. Somewhat. And get some gold that way. We also have ways to earn gold via ransoming more prisoners, so let's do that. But yeah, my focus has been elsewhere. I totally, like, the fact that the previous king was murdered has not even been on my mind on account of all these civil wars. 2 episodes ago, that was so much chaos. Last one was still a lot of chaos, but 2 episodes ago, that was so much chaos. Spouse, up to the task. Some of my counselors believe the job is theirs by right of blood or influence alone. How wrong they are. I expect results, yet I'm often disappointed. All right, so who can use a tutor? So Chancellor. Spymaster. Honestly, the Archbishop. Or we could say stay here with me instead. And we lose 16 stress because you're lustful. I mean, an extra 3 learning, though, for the Archbishop? Yeah. Yeah, we're going to go with that. That's the obvious choice. Coveted claim. Keener, my courtier, frets all through the day, evidently attempting to find the right words. At last, as we make our way to dine, he begins sheepishly, My liege, I hear rumors that Honoraud, the King of Wales, has come to see you as the focus of his enmity. He talks openly of the illegitimate King of England, who daily usurps his rightful lands and revenues. Ha! That venomous boar. So this makes him our rival. That's cute. Alright, so we did... Yeah, we got a lot of raid loot from that fight, which is what I was kind of counting on. So now let's go ahead and hit this force here. And hopefully put another dent in this war score. The last fight, by the way, the one that I thought I might have lost for a second, didn't... Yeah, we're not going to go to a feast right now. Don't have time. Have you noticed? I'm kind of busy. The last fight that we fought, one up here, didn't really put a dent in the war score. Court grandeur level decreased. Alright, so I think what we're going to have to do is just take back the territory that they've taken. Expectations. You were always there for me, and I hope you know that I'm grateful. My daughter Hiragith approaches me in a rare display of appreciation. That's what it means to be a guardian. Arranged marriage. To the benignant King Zachariah of Scotland. With your permission, I would like to marry your uncle, the serene Donald Ailpin. Prince Donald Donaldson. Who is Donald's son. He's 49. This is kind of... Donald's son. His last living son. This is really sad. He's a drunkard. He has lover's pox. Queen Isabella of Bohemia. We will gain an alliance from this. Children will be born into House Ailpin. You know what? Everyone, I mean, okay. Sure, the lover's pox might be an issue, but you asked, who am I to stand in the way of love? Alright, so now... Oh, I see what's up. I see what's up. She wanted friends. Well, we'll accept that call, but first, what I'm hoping we can do now is win all of these sieges, because we need to take away the territory that Inverness currently holds. There's still a lot of infighting happening. All of the banners which are gray, we can't actually do anything against. Those are infighting. Oh my god. Okay, we'll join the fight. There's so much fighting. This is such a chaotic period of time. We need to finish our wars first. And by the way, notice that, like, what we're doing is not really turning the war score in our favor, oddly enough. I'm not quite sure what to make of that. All the other fighting that's happening in my territory is infighting. So here come, yeah, the Ealdom of Flanders is here. So I guess we might need to take the fight to them. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's real cute. Oh, that's super cute. Oh, did we just magically win it? Did the war score just swing all the way in the other direction? How did that happen? He's going to pay 108 gold to me. I mean, I'm not going to complain. That's the end of it. And now we might actually be able to help one of these other people that we're fighting with. For once. But first, okay. It's time to stop for a second. Because what the heck happened here? Armies are raced. Yeah, we need to change that. Let's go ahead and disband them. Is there anyone we can declare war on? So the Principality of Gwynedd, that was one I was interested in before everything kicked off. What about Wessex? See, what's interesting is with that, look at this guy. Who's he remind you of? King Edwulf Morkerson. It's 41. Oh, wow. I do have that claim on the Duchy of East Anglia that I could push. And I could go ahead and launch that war right now. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. He wouldn't stand a chance. This is a clear opportunity. I'm going for it. These other wars that I'm involved in, and I realize I've got 4 months to wait. I know. These other wars that I'm involved in can wait. A figure in physician's garb appears and has arrived with a case of tools, but my stomach churns as a hammer and pick are revealed amongst them. My lord, I'm a proficient repaner. I can bear this no longer. Fetch the chisels. 35% chance all your worries disappear. You lose 63 stress. 29% chance the trip penning does nothing. 17% the trip penning damages your mental faculty. 70% the trip penning damages your body. Do we want to roll the dice? Or do we want to say, my affliction is far more than superstitions? Or we can invite him to join the court. I'm going to invite him to join the court. I'm not going to roll the dice with the new king's health. Oh, look, we can hold court. Here, petitioners. Over the last few days, I have heard tell of a mighty hero of the peasantry who has won the hearts and minds of the common people through incredible deeds and matchless bravery. This hero, who goes by the name Lefwald, has been defending the small folk from the Welsh raiders and now has traveled the way to Edinburgh to seek an audience with me. There is no doubt that Lefwald is a great hero, however my court are adamant that I do not elevate a commoner beyond their station. So, he's a very good fighter. So we can give him a place in my household. I have the money to do it. He would join the court, and we would have a hell of a fighter. Yeah, let's do it. A peasant man from the city of Banbury is brought before me, and no matter what the guards do, he will not stop dancing, trailing blood from mangled feet. I cannot cease, my lord. None of us can. Not until we collapse. Dancing plague. Please help us. My courtier Varshazb is certain that the citizens are afflicted by an excess of blood, causing an imbalance in the humors. My Archbishop Edbert, on the other hand, insists that it is a curse sent by Saint Vitus to punish the peasants. Dancing sounds delightful. Next. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and say that because we need to lose stress. It's a little bit cruel, but we need to lose stress for the king. My vassal, Reeve Wolfgith, approaches the throne with a middle-aged man in tow. My liege king, she spouts. My acquaintance, Offa Fortescue, seeks the honor of serving in your retinue of knights. Give him the opportunity to prove his quality. The man knows his way around a sword and will not let you down. 15 is not that high. Skilled, yes. Needed, no. My business here is done. Okay. Court grandeur level increased. We are getting ready to march. We have given the order. Now, the question is, in this war, I do have more soldiers. Let's... With the death of Luke... Oh, Duke Leofhelm died. How'd he die? Disappeared without a trace. Interesting. Interesting. Interesting how unfortunate that he should just die. I was kind of looking forward to extorting him somehow, but oh well. However, we now have a worthy successor, I think, to the Knights of Edinburgh, which we've been trying to find. Leofweld, hello. You are now going to be that particular leader. Let's also make sure that we raise all armies. Gain Nemesis. Duchess Geetha grew up hating you. This is a consequence of a feud between House Salisbury and Ailpin. Okay, that's nice. So now that she has taken charge, I guess, of her father's territory, she's my enemy. That's cute. Can you tell I'm just so ready to not... What's this? You and I should be friends, not foes. Please accept this gift in exchange for your signature on a treaty of mutual goodwill. Ha, no. Duke Stevenson Thomason of the Northern Isles is your new player heir. But I just closed another notification. I don't know what that was. I literally don't know what that was because something else popped up as I was clicking it away. Love that. Love it. Duke Vane? Yeah, sure. Give me money to make up for your misdeeds. You idiot. Okay, let's call some allies to war. We're going to call Queen Isabella. Now, this is Queen Isabella of Bohemia, so how far does she have to travel? Not particularly far, but... Could we perhaps call someone a little bit closer? That's not closer. Burgundy, perhaps? Yeah, Burgundy is... see, it's not much closer than Bohemia. If I'm going to spend this much prestige to call someone to war, I'd rather call the person that's going to have... Or there's West Francia. There is that. King Thomas. Let's just do that. He's right there. Call to war. And that should do it. Okay. I shall fear the men of West Francia. Let's go ahead and start the march. And this should be over relatively quickly. Anyway, as I was saying, can you tell I'm just ready to, like, get away from civil war and make progress on the battlefield here after that messy transition to the throne. My cousin, Countess Tar, has been showing the signs of a pregnancy for some time now, and everyone thought that her husband, Count Arnault, was the father of the child. Now it has become clear that the real father-to-be is none other than Ludovic. Or wait. Ludovic. Oh my, what a scandal. Now everyone knows. Alright, I have lots of titles that can be created, but the main title I want to create is the Empire title. And for that, we're going to have to take some territory. I'm kind of tempted to call Burgundy as well, just to... You know what? Yeah, let's do it. Faction... Okay. Populist faction. That's fine. A populist uprising is due. Excellent. Everyone's too weak to send an ultimatum right now. Can I perhaps ransom anyone else? Maybe. Not that I need to. I can demand payment from my vassal. I could also revoke his title. Or, you know, I could let him keep it since he converted. Let's just demand payment. Why not? I think that's the most... Ah, there's the stress game, though. That's why not. Of course. I don't want to revoke his title. Yeah. I have that hook, and the game keeps reminding me that I can manipulate him somehow, but I don't want to do that at the moment. Are you the best commander for my forces? Yes, you are. The best is the Marshal, but I don't want to risk the Marshal's life. Stewardship perk available. Nice. Men-at-Arms maintenance per dread. Ooh, that's actually really, really useful because I have a lot of men-at-arms at the moment. And I also have a lot of dread. So that would make it easier for me to maintain a large force. Here come the allies. You know what? Now that they're here, let's go ahead and just hit this army hard. Interestingly enough... Oh no, yeah, we're fighting Wessex, not Wales. For a second I was going to say, interestingly enough, it looks like they're allied. Put that hide and peek. Ah, yes. Okay, so the daughter will either be lustful or she'll be chaste. I'm going to go with lustful, not because this is the choice that I want, but because the alternative would stress the king out further, and we're trying to reduce his stress for God's sake. We want him to live long and prosper. Salt in the wound. Yep, a criminal deserves not... Man, this sucks. Like, Antoninus is now going to be callous. Or we can make him compassionate. No, you know what? I'm going to have to eat this one. You gain 33 stress. We want him to be compassionate, not callous. I'm not going to have two callous kids. Alright, so allies have shown up to help with this particular fight. That's going to swing things wildly in our favor, which is nice. Now all we have to do, let's first of all conquer the territory that I set out to conquer. Which is here. Well, no, we'll go here first and then there. That way we can gain war score while we hold it. We'll fire off that ransom. Notice that we're making money right now, by the way. So the other wars that have been called to appear to be going... One of them is going well, one of them is not going well. Berkshire's under siege by... Yeah, okay. So yet another siege happening down there. That army has recovered quickly, but what we could do is we could just hit the capital of Wessex. If he's going to mess with us like this while we're trying to take the territory we're attacking for, we could just say, okay, if that's the game you want to play, we'll just attack here. See how you like that. Spy Master discovers secret. Ah, Ultar attempted murder. So I could blackmail him and get a strong hook on him. This would bring him closer to forming a rivalry with me, but he is a rivalry with me. Wow, words. He is, he's a zealot. We hold a de jure duchy that he wants. I mean, so we could give him the duchy and then have a strong hook on him. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's blackmail him. We might give him that duchy later. For now, I just want to finish off this particular fight. This siege is over as of now, and let's go say hello. Let's actually kill those raiders first. Son learns language. Very good. The son is mostly developing into a good character. Antoninus is, but... Alright, great expectations. Queen Hodierne approaches me with a friendly smile. My love, have you seen how majestic our Harrogate is becoming? She could practically rule this nation with one hand tied behind her back, and I swear by the Lord she would make you very proud. Well, the callous and lustfulness, not so much. She gives me a side-eye glance. Of course, if there's anything I could do in order to make this idea more enticing, I'm sure you would let me know. We could come to some sort of an arrangement, my fair lover. All right. A wry smile lingers on her lips. Anything, she says? I am interested in more useful courtiers. I don't need anything from you. Yeah, sure. So a selection of more useful courtiers. Courtier catches up with me once more. Lover, I come bearing news. She hurries to my side, unveiling a soft sheet with a collection of scribbles while doing so. These fine people would be most pleased to come work for you here at our court. I glance at the sheet. These are some impressive set of skills. I'll give her that. The financial skills on this one is through the roof. Skills on this one are through the roof. I mean, he would be a good steward to replace Diffenwall. Sure. Let's pause for a second. So Diffenwall is not going to like this. But we need a better steward. Yeah, he's not thrilled with that. But he's going to have to deal. We've got a kingdom to rule. Faction targeting you has disbanded. Nice. We do not have a peasant revolt to deal with. All hail the king. Hodiern smiles triumphantly in my direction as I stride toward her. She winks. Now for your end of the bargain, my king. Wait a minute. Whoa. Hold on. Did I misinterpret that? I must have misread that or overlooked what she was proposing. Because I'm looking at this. I don't want to designate Harrogith as the heir. No. And I'm also not a fan of what she's doing. Your capacity to scheme concerns me, my dear. Ooh, that's a plot twist. Would I have done something different if I had read it correctly? I thought she was just like, I didn't look closely enough at what the modifiers were of those choices. I should have paid more attention. I was more interested in like the narrative of the choices. I mean, at this point, it's kind of consistent with him. He's generous, he's ambitious, he's lustful, but he's also dealt with a lot of shit. And for the queen to be doing this now, you would think he's gained all this dread. You'd think he would just kind of put his foot down and say, you know what? You're not going to do this to me. Your capacity to scheme concerns me, my dear. So we can see about requesting a divorce. It looks like the current pope is not particularly inclined. We don't have a good chance to sway him either. Pope Gregorius V. Let's start the scheme. We need to try and improve his opinion of us to see if we can divorce the queen. Otherwise, we're going to have to execute her, which that would also be a plot twist. Let's be fair. That would certainly also be a plot twist. Let's go ahead and change this contract to arrange for higher levies. And now that that fight is over, we're going to hit this attacking army, the prisoner. Who could have guessed it would come to this? My wife, Queen Hodiern, shuns my very presence, and even though she is still in my clutches, her affection for me is gone. Yeah. This is my surprised face. I have sinful traits, and I mean, she has sinful traits too, so that cancels that out. But apparently he likes her more than more than he likes me. Oh man, what a dick. Okay, so we're about 39 minutes into this episode. I'm going to stop this one here. In the next one, we're going to hopefully wrap up this war for control of this duchy, and that will put us in a very good position. We won't quite be ready. Let's take a look. Yeah, we won't quite be ready, but we'll be a lot closer. We'll be a little bit closer. We need 10 more counties. So we have some wars to fight here and in Wales in order to get closer to the 75 counties we need to declare ourselves Emperor of Albion. But we're getting so close. And recall that once we're Emperor of Albion, not only do once we have one title kind of at the head of everything, there won't be as many civil wars every single time a king dies. It's easier to keep everything together, which makes things a little bit less chaotic. Not that the chaos is a problem. Again, it's been entertaining, but it's also really stressful on the rulers themselves. It's stressful on Zachariah. It was stressful on Ecthegern. And of course, God, it was stressful on Donald. Just waiting for the throne was stressful on Donald. So having the entire empire title, even before we control the entire set of islands, will give us a lot more stability in the realm, in addition to being able to give us a claim on the rest of the territory and say, hey, we're the emperor, you are going to be our vassal, or else. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. For channel emotes and member badges, look for the join button to learn more. New episodes drop every day but Tuesday at 11 a.m. US Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome, so leave your thoughts below. And I'll see you next time.